Hi there, my darling Aries. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to your reading for the week of February the 9th, 2026. So, my darling Aries, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then we will finish off with Angel Answer cards. All right, my darling Aries. What messages does Aries need to know for this week of February the 9th, 2026? What does Aries need to know? Three little cards, these ones. Sacrifice. Yeah, okay. I don't feel that this is a bad sacrifice, the way, that you need to, something needs to be given up or anything like that. I feel that this is it's something that you're wanting to, that doesn't, well, it says sacrifice, but, I'm not feeling that it's a hard or a bad sacrifice, if that makes sense, just because of the rainbow and that's here, that this is, it may feel like you're sacrificing something at the moment, but I don't feel that I feel that it's a necessary sacrifice, if that makes sense, my darling Aries. I don't feel that I don't feel that you're going to feel that it is a sacrifice, if that makes sense. So anyway, we'll leave this here and let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Aries. What messages does Aries need to know, please, for this week of February the 9th, 2026? What does Aries need to know? Oh, yeah, okay. That's what I was thinking, was like, sacrifice, a new beginning. The Moon and the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, wow. Love it. All right, my darling Aries. So what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off here with the beautiful Fool card. The Fool is the first. As you can see, it's a 0 in the major arcana. This is the start of the Fool's journey, my darling Aries. So what is the traditional meaning of the Fool? Is that it's taking a leap of faith. It is, just on the traditional tarot, you're standing on the edge of a cliff, ready to jump off, like just going to take a leap of faith, start something new. And, that's what I feel, that is coming in for you, that the sacrifice that you feel, or that maybe is coming through with that, it's connected to this Fool card, is what I feel, that you may feel that leaving everything behind and starting brand new is a sacrifice, but it's a good sacrifice. It is, out with the old, in with the new type of feeling, just leaving behind what is no longer serving you and having a beautiful brand new beginning, my darling Aries. Love this for you. This is like a brand new beginning, taking a leap of faith, going forth with what it is, new goals, new dreams, new wishes. And I'm drawn to this little dog here on the card, and that represents loyalty. And I feel that there could be someone coming with you. It doesn't show up in the cards here other than here. So I feel that you will have that support. You'll have, the support of those around you to give you that encouragement, to give you that push to take that leap of faith, my darling Aries. And then you have the Moon card here. So this is Pisces energy too. So if you do have Pisces in your chart, I would encourage you to go and watch the Pisces reading. But the Moon is all about, what is hidden, mysteries, illusions, things like that. And, there may need to be some clarity on, the situation as to, I feel that you may feel that things are still a bit hidden from you, my darling Aries, just because of the Moon card. So the moon, it's a temporary energy. The moon comes up, the moon goes down, the sun comes up. So it's only a temporary energy, but the moon illuminates and it casts shadows. You know what happens when you see a full moon and, it illuminates the sky, but it casts shadows. So I feel for you off this card, my darling Aries, is to be aware of what is hidden in the shadows. Like, if you don't feel you're being told everything, you're probably right. Trust your intuition, trust that gut type of feeling. And, maybe there is more that needs to be revealed here, my darling Aries. But then you have the beautiful Six of Pentacles as well. So this is reciprocity energy. This is like the minor arcana of the Justice card. You can see here the scales of balance. This is bringing back into balance, what may have been one-sided, what may have been out of balance, my darling Aries. So I feel for you that, that it's that card of reciprocity. It's whatever what we give out comes back to us. So, the energy that you're giving out will come back to you. So whether it's positive energy or negative energy, my darling Aries, what you give out will come back to you tenfold. So make sure what you're putting out is what you want to receive back, because, I feel that's important to tell you in this reading. But I feel, like I said, that not just what you give out comes back to you, but I feel that there's some kind of balance will be restored here, that maybe things that you felt have been, a little off balance, my darling Aries. But I feel, for you in this reading that you will have the opportunity to bring things back into balance, and then you're just going to leave behind what no longer serves you. Take that leap of faith, my darling Aries. Loving this for you. So if I'm going to put it all together, like, I just feel that Sacrifice card, it's not a bad card. I feel that it is, I feel it's going to bring you peace for some. That's the word or what's popped into my head when I have looked at that Sacrifice card. But, with what's on the table here, I just feel that, things have been hidden that may become clear, or just beware if you're not being told everything, that you may just have to move on without being known or without being told everything, my darling Aries, because, sometimes things just are left the way they are. But I do feel that these will be revealed eventually, but just not this week, maybe. But I do feel that balance is coming back in for you. I feel that what you give out will come back to you. So make sure that what you're putting out into the universe is positive, so you get that back. And I do feel that there is going to be some beautiful new beginning, leap of faith that you're going to take that will allow you to leave behind everything. I feel that this is like a turning point for you, a brand new beginning, and you will have support, my darling Aries. So yeah, love this for you. It's a beautiful reading. I just feel that there is this is sort of going to be a turning point week. So them upside down. I do feel that this is going to be some kind of, turning point week for you, my darling Aries. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. I'd love it if you could please like, share, comment, subscribe. As I've said, this channel will be shut down. I'm just not getting the views, and I'm definitely not getting the watch time. So if you don't want to see it shut down, please help me out by just watching all my videos all the way through, liking, sharing, commenting, all that good stuff. All right. Thank you. Let's get final messages. Yeah. Golden opportunity. And I feel that's connected to the full card here, is that, leap of faith. Once you can take that leap of faith, the golden opportunity is coming in for you. Yeah. You can't make this up. Abundance. Amazing. Wow. This is what's coming for you, my darling Aries. Yeah. And there'll be a peaceful resolution. And I feel that off the moon anyway, that's, don't worry about it. Just keep moving forward. There will be a peaceful resolution coming for you. But you must take action, my darling Aries. That's what you're being told, because there's something better. Yeah, definitely feel that coming in for you this week, my darling Aries. This is a definite turning point energy is what I feel here. And it's going to be a very abundant week if you can just leave behind what's no longer serving you and make sure you take that leap, my darling Aries. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Taurus. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to your reading for the week of February the 9th, 2026. So, my darling Taurus, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here and then finish off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling. Oh, these cards are so slippery. What messages does Taurus need to know, please, for this week of February the 9th, 2026? Oh, terrible. What does Taurus need to know? Truth. Yeah. So there could be, either you could be speaking your truth this week, my darling Taurus, or a truth may be revealed to you this week. So, take that how it resonates, but let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Taurus. Yeah, I feel off that there'll be some kind of truth revealed. Either you're revealing the truth or somebody else will be revealing that truth to you. So yeah, let's see what tarot has to say. What does Taurus need to know for the week, February the 9th? Page of Cups, King of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. Yeah, okay. So, my darling Taurus, what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off here with the Page of Cups. And if you've been watching me for a while, you know that pages in the tarot are messengers. So, this little fella comes in to, just say to you, or, he's got this little fish here. He's coming to you with maybe a gift of love, or I would be, what I'm getting off this, sorry, I'm just getting messages here, is pay attention to your dreams, is the word that popped into my head, my darling Taurus. So I feel that your dreams will be really, vivid this week, or, there could be something revealed to you in your dream. So the little fish here, we don't know whether that's real or imaginary. So, it could just be that this is his dream that, he's wanting to bring into the physical realm. So, but what I do feel here is that, if, like I said, pay attention to your dreams, but I feel that there could be something revealed to you sort of around, a gift of love or something like that. So, and that could be the truth that is revealed here. So pay attention to what's going on around you this week, I would say, my darling Taurus, because that's sort of what I'm feeling off, this, sorry, my computer's now decided to not work. Anyway. So, and then you have the King of Pentacles. So this is you and your own energy. So, this is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn type of energy. It is a grounded energy. It is a stable, secure, material type of energy, my darling Taurus. I feel for you in this that, you just need to kind of ground yourself a little bit more, maybe this week. Like I'm very distracted in this reading. Like I feel like I'm scattered, which I don't love that feeling. That's why I'm finding it very hard to articulate my thoughts that are coming in. And I feel that might be what your energy is this week, is that you're feeling a bit scattered. You can't focus. And that's kind of what I'm getting off, out of this reading and off this King of Pentacles. Whereas he is normally stable, secure. You can see he is living the life of luxury. He's got everything he wants. He is happy and secure in his own energy, sitting on his throne knowing that he doesn't need to do anything because he is abundant. He feels in his material realm that he has everything he needs. And I feel that, whatever this, truth may be for you that's coming in, my darling Taurus, that it will make you feel stable, secure, more in touch with your own energy, if that makes sense, my darling Taurus. So, take that how it resonates, but I just feel that, you sitting in your own energy here is the result of speaking your truth or having that truth be revealed to you, my darling. Sorry, it's not working. There we go. Sorry. Modern technology, I tell you. All right. Then you have the Queen of Wands. So, I feel, even though this isn't your energy, I feel you need to embody the energy of the Queen of Wands this week, my darling Taurus. She takes bold, assertive action. She does not care what anyone thinks. She sits on her throne and she has a sunflower, and that sunflower points to the sun. Yeah. So I feel that you need to just step into the light, my darling Taurus. Whatever truth is revealed this week, take action. Don't allow anything to get in your way this week. I feel that, the result of you taking action towards your dreams, having that truth be revealed, whether it's revealed to you or you speak it, I do feel that it's important for you to speak your truth this week. So take that how it resonates, my darling Taurus. But yeah, I definitely feel that it's important for you to speak your truth, but take action, get moving. And I do feel also that you'll be very attractive at this time, my darling Taurus. So, use that energy to your advantage. Use it to your favor. Don't care what anybody else thinks. You move forward with bold, assertive action, my darling Taurus. That's what I feel is coming in to you this week. So if I'm going to put it all together, like I said, that really stood out to me, that truth card. So, I feel, like I said, either you will speak your truth or a truth may be revealed to you, and it may come in your dreams here, my darling Taurus, or it will be revealed to you from someone or something coming in. But whatever it is, I feel you need to take bold, assertive action towards your goals, wishes, and dreams. And the result of that will be you feeling stable, secure, in your own energy here, just feeling that you're on top of it, that you're in control, that you're, content in your own energy, my darling Taurus. So I love to see that for you. Who doesn't want that? But I really do feel that some kind of truth will be revealed this week for sure. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. As I said, I'm either going to shut this channel down or I'm just going to at least go to maybe doing just monthly type readings, because I'm not getting the views, and I do put a lot into these. It does take time. So if you could help me out by, please like, share, comment, subscribe, watch my videos all the way through, I'd really appreciate it. All right, let's get final messages. Yeah, compromise. There could be you needing to compromise on something this week. Meditation brings answers. So if you need to reset, then go within. I do feel that's connected to the Page of Cups, like I said, that there will be something revealed to you in a dream. So it could also be meditation as well. Yeah, look for a sign, they say. Look for the signs, the synchronicities, the symbols, all that kind of stuff for a truth to be revealed, my darling Taurus. Within the next few weeks, they say, yeah, choose a new direction. And look, I feel that will be the direction, that's the action you're going to take with that Queen of Wands card, is that just taking bold, assertive action in the direction that you've been guided, my darling Taurus. So yeah, love to see this for you. It's yeah, I definitely feel that there's something's going to be revealed to you either in your meditation when you least expect it, when you're just out walking, or when you're in your dreams. I feel that there'll be some truth in you. It'll be almost like an aha moment, my darling Taurus is what I feel. So thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Geminis. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of February the 9th, 2026. So, my darling Geminis, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then finish off with angel answer cards. All right. My darling Geminis, what messages does Gemini need to know for the week of February the 9th, 2026? What does Gemini need to know for this week of February the 9th? Passion ignited. Ooh, I love this. Look at that. Passion ignited. So, my darling Gemini, looks like your passion will be ignited. Now, it doesn't have to be with love. You know, passion can be a passion for a project, you know, a person, a place, a thing. So it doesn't necessarily have to be love, but you can see the fire burning in her belly there. Her passion, it's coming to the fore. It's like everything's coming together, and something, my darling Geminis, has been reignited in your belly. So look out for that. If we get the Ace of Wands, it will be the universe saying, I meant what I said. So let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Geminis. What does Gemini need to know for this week of February the 9th, 2026? What messages does Gemini need to know? Ace of Pentacles. So it's not the Ace of Wands, but it's the Ace of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles. Yeah, I love it. And the Six of Wands. Wow. Beautiful. I love 2 sixes together. Confirmation for your path. So yeah, love it. All right, so what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off here with the beautiful Ace of Pentacles. And I feel this is what has reignited or ignited your passions, my darling Geminis, because the Ace of Pentacles comes in as an opportunity. It comes in as potential. So it's coming in as, like I said, an opportunity, a potential. But you can see the garden here on the Ace of Pentacles. That means that it's something that needs to be nurtured, tended, watered, you know, looked after, pruned, all that kind of stuff. And that's what this opportunity that's coming in for you, my darling Gemini, needs. All it is potential. What you need to do is bring that potential into the physical realm. You need to nurture it, you know, tend it, you know, water it, you know, bring it in, make sure that, you know, you're working on it. This, whatever this goal, wish, or dream is that you're bringing in, my darling Geminis. And I feel that goes hand in hand with that Passion Ignited card. This is what has, you know, reignited that passion within you, my darling Geminis. I feel whatever this opportunity is, whatever this, you know, gift from the universe, you can see it's just handing it to you. Whatever this, you know, potential opportunity is that's being handed to you, I feel that this will reignite the passions within you, that will get you excited. It'll be what gets you up in the morning. It will be, you know, what you go to bed thinking about, things like that. Yeah, so I do feel, I mean, it could be a person, you know, it's, you know, take it how it resonates, but I feel this is more of a project, my darling Geminis, you know, whether it's a, you know, something at work that you're working on, whether it's, you know, a new house that you're getting and you're wanting to work on it, whether it's a, you know, whatever that goal, wish, or dream is for you, you know, like whether it's a new job that you're throwing your passions, you know, into. It could be whatever your little heart's desires, my darling Geminis, but look out for that. And then you've got the Six of Pentacles here. So the Six of Pentacles is a card of reciprocity. You can see here the scales of balance. It's a card of equal give and take. So that, as Louise Hay used to say, what you give out comes back to you. So whatever your, this is the card of making sure that you balance give and take. So whatever is coming to you, make sure you're giving out as well. And, whatever you're giving out, make sure you're getting something back for that. And, I say that because, it's a reciprocity card. It is that card of, we need to make sure that whatever we're giving to, we are also getting back from. I mean, I'll use this channel as an example. I put a lot of time, effort, it's a lot of my soul, I suppose, that goes into this channel, and yet I'm not getting anything back from it. And which is why I'm thinking of, I'm not going to shut it down, I don't think, completely, but I am going to, just make the readings once a month, because it is time intensive. It is, it does take a lot of my time, and whatever I'm giving to, I want to be able to make sure that I'm getting that back. So that is what the Six of Pentacles is all about. So whatever you're giving to, my darling Geminis, make sure that you're getting back from that. You don't have to do something for someone just to get something back. I'm not meaning that. I'm meaning more as, whatever you're putting your time, your energy, your effort into, make sure that it's fulfilling, is what I mean for you, my darling Geminis. So yeah, love it. And then you have the beautiful Six of Wands. So this is victory, success here. You can see she's got a victory wreath here, and she's also got another one under her crown. And these people, they are celebrating her, my darling Geminis. They are, applauding her. She's being, celebrated for her achievements here, my darling Geminis, which I love for you. And I feel that you're going to feel that feeling of being celebrated this week, just, with your passion being ignited, you going after this project, you putting effort and time into it, getting what you need back out of it, and you're going to feel victorious this week, my darling Geminis. I really feel that you're going to feel that everything's just coming together for you after maybe a period of, worry and anxiety and, just things where you feel like you've had 2 steps forward, 1 step back. I feel, my darling Geminis, that this is the week where things are going to move forward, and forward quickly, forward movement. Everything's going to come together, and you're just going to feel victorious, and you're going to feel like celebrating with those that you love. And yeah, that's what I feel. I just I feel really happy and ignite and charged by this reading, my darling Gemini. So to me, that makes me feel that this is how you're going to feel. You're going to feel, just uplifted and just feel like everything is finally on track for you, my darling Gemini. So yeah, putting it all together, I do feel your passion is going to be ignited by this opportunity, this potential opportunity. But like I said, this is only potential. You need to bring it into the physical realm, and just make sure whatever you're giving to, you're also getting back from it. That, whatever you're giving out, you're getting back, my darling Geminis. And I do feel that by the end of this week, you are just going to feel that, you want to celebrate, that you're victorious, that you're just on track, my darling Geminis. So I love this energy for you. For you, my darling Geminis. It's about time, I feel, for you, my darlings. All right. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. I would really love it if you could like, share, comment, subscribe. Like I said, with this channel, I probably not going to shut it down completely just yet, but I am, as of the next, March, I'm only going to be doing monthly readings, because this is very labor intensive for me. So if you want me to keep doing weeklies, you need to like, share, comment, subscribe, watch my videos all the way through, because it's the watch time that I need. All right, let's get final messages for you. Yeah, helpful people. If there's people around you that can help you, ask. And I feel that there could be some helpful people around you. Yeah, listen to your intuition, they say. Don't discard downloads from your higher self, from the universe, because that is, your intuition telling you, yes, go this way, don't go that way, all that kind of stuff. Forgiveness. Yeah, look, you may be forgiving someone, they may be forgiving you, but I think, if in life we just need to move on, you know, holding on to, you know, any resentments, and that keeps us stuck. You know, if we forgive, you will set yourself free. I guarantee it. Forgiving someone else does not condone their behavior. It just sets you free, my darling Geminis. Take action, they say. Yes, you need to take action when that passion hits, my darling Geminis. Yeah, you will choose a new direction. And I feel that could be what that Ace of Pentacles is coming in for you, my darling Geminis. So yeah, I'm loving this energy for you. Like I said, I feel charged. So yeah, keep this energy and momentum going, my darling Geminis, because I feel it's coming. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Cancerians. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of February the 9th, 2026. So, my darling Cancerians, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then finish off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Cancerians, what messages does Cancer need to know, please, for this week of February the 9th, 2026? What does Cancer need to know? Universe. Yeah, I love it. This is like the World card, I feel, in the tarot. So yeah, this is like you are being, you know, told that there is a whole universe out there for you, my darling Cancerians, which I love. You know, I feel that this is telling you that you're really connected to the universe, that, you know, to be mindful of your dreams, to be mindful of how you think, because I feel your manifestation powers will be quite heightened at this time, my darling Cancerians, which I love. You know, this is a beautiful energy. So let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Cancerians. What messages does Cancer need to know, please, for this week of February the 9th? Six of Wands, yeah, love it. King of Swords. And the Queen of Swords. Wow, love it. Divine counterparts here. Beautiful. And these are, well, they're not yours because these are air. Anyway, what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off here with the Six of Wands. Now, the Six of Wands is a card of being celebrated and victory and success. You can see she's got a victory wreath here, and she also has another one under her crown. And these people here, they're celebrating her. She has, you know, returned from, you know, war here or journey, and, you know, she's being celebrated. Everyone is, you know, sort of victory and success, my darling Cancerians. And I feel that's how your energy will be this week, my darling Cancerians, is that, you know, like I said, with that universe card, you're going to feel just in touch with the heavens and the earth, and that, you know, this week there'll be everything will just, you know, go through so clearly, and I feel you're going to gain a lot of clarity this week as well, my darling Cancerians, and along the way, you're just going to feel victorious, and, you know, people are going to be admiring you and just saying, wow, you know, you're decisive, you're, you know, taking the action you need to take, you're in it, my darling Cancerian. So I love to see that for you. Because then you've got the King of Swords here. So like I said, you've got divine counterparts here. So, you know, if you're looking for love here, this could be, you know, a match coming in for you. You could, I mean, the King and Queen of Swords aren't the best match. They are, you know, they can be quite cold, but they are both just, you know, decisive. They're clear. They know what they want. They don't mess around, and they're pretty clear cut. And if that's the kind of energy you want, well, it's coming. So like I said, you've got the King of Swords here. You can see the way he's sitting there. He's very nonchalant. He holds the Ace of Swords, He just knows. He has all the knowledge and wisdom that he needs. He does not allow any worry to come into his mind. He's decisive. He takes the action he needs to take, and he gets the job done. My darling Cancerians. And I feel that that is the energy that's around you, because you've got the Queen of Swords as well. So, I feel that you're sort of, you have the divine feminine and the masculine this week. And, the King of Swords, like I said, he holds the Ace of Swords, which is the Ace of Truth. So I feel that you may, be speaking your truth a lot more this week as well, my darling Cancerians, which I love to see for you. But I really do feel this is a week that you're just going to get it done and take no prisoners. I don't feel that you'll be cold. I just feel that you'll just be productive, getting the job done. You'll have all the knowledge and wisdom that you need, and people will be admiring you for that decisive action, my darling Cancerians. Because then you've got the Queen of Swords here as well. And like I said, she is clear. She has clouds only halfway up her body, which means her head is above the clouds. She has gained all the clarity that she needs, my darling Cancerians. And I feel you'll embody that energy as well. Like I said, you're going to be clear. You are going to be decisive. You're going to be open to receive, because in the traditional tarot, she has her hand out and her sword up. And her sword up means that she's ready for anything. Her hand out means that she's ready to receive. So I feel that energy for you this week is that you're just open, receptive, decisive, and ready for whatever is coming your way this week. And the universe will reward you for being that way, because you are going to be able to, you're just going to be that positive. I know this is going to happen. I know this is the way my life is supposed to go. And you will be admired and acknowledged, and you will be noticed, I feel, for taking those bold, assertive actions and those, decisive, clear-cut, no nonsense, no prisoners type of attitude, my darling Cancerian. So if I'm going to put it all together, I just feel with this universe card, you're so in touch with the heavens and the earth this week. I feel that this will be a real, higher self, just in touch is what I feel to say, my darling Cancerians. And like I said, with the King and Queen of Swords here, you are going to be, I feel you'll speak your truth, and it will be your truth, and you won't apologize for that, my darling Cancerians. And you have got all the knowledge and wisdom that you need. You will take bold, assertive action. You will be clear-cut. You will be open to receive, as well as ready for anything, my darling Cancerians, and have crystal clear clarity. And people will notice that, and you'll be celebrated for that. And the whole week, I feel that you'll just feel victorious. You feel that you have everything you want. Victory and success is coming to you, I feel, this week, my darling Cancerians. So, love it. This is just a beautiful week, I feel, coming in for you. I feel it'll be a week where you get a lot done, put it that way. So, yeah, love it. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. As I said, I'm going to change the way this channel operates, because I'm not getting the watch time that I need. So I was going to shut it down completely, but I think I'll just pull back and only do monthly readings. But, if you don't want that to happen, put it in the comments, or, if you still want me to do the weeklies, then I need to know that, because I'm not getting the energy exchange that I need. So please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. All right, let's get final messages for you. Yeah, it's up to you. That's the King and Queen of Swords. They know nobody else is going to do it for them. It's up to them. And this is up to you, my darling Cancerians. Yeah, let go. Let go to receive. Whatever, that's what the universe is you just let go and let it flow, my darling Cancerians. Yeah, communicate clearly. That is the Queen of Swords right there. She communicates clearly. She knows what she wants. She, has clear-cut communication, and she has clarity, my darling Cancerians. I love how these cards just, speak to the whole reading. In the near future, they say, yeah, you'll choose a new direction. And I feel you'll be guided to do that because you'll be so in touch with the heavens and the earth, that you'll just be guided and know to go in that whichever direction that you want, my darling Cancerians. And yeah, I just feel that, you'll have all the clarity you need, you'll have all the knowledge and wisdom you need, and you will be celebrated, my darling Cancerians. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Leos. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of February the 9th, 2026. So, my darling Leos, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then finish off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Leos. Oh, these cards, they're so slippery. What messages does Leos need to know, please, for the week of February the 9th, 2026? What does Leos need to know, please, for this week? Memories of love. Yeah, beautiful. So you could be quite nostalgic this week, my darling Leos. This gives me 6 of Cups type of vibe from the tarot. This memories of love. So you may be, like I said, yeah, feeling a bit nostalgic. Feeling that, just being in that energy, which is a beautiful energy of love, and just thinking about at times when you were in love, when you loved something, when something made you feel good, all that kind of stuff, and if you're not, I'm encouraging you to have a week where, you come from a place of love, where you think of, things from a place of love, my darling Leos. Let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Leos. What messages does Leo need to know? What does Leo need to know, please? Four of Cups, 10 of Swords, and 2 of Cups. Yeah. I feel that you must have been hurt and feeling betrayed, my darling Leos. Something has hurt you. And yeah, it may have to be a connection with someone, and certainly someone that might be close to you. Anyway, what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off here with the 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups is a card of, sort of apathy and boredom, and, not being able to see kind of the wood for the trees, if you know what I mean. You can see her gaze there. She's very much focused on these 3 cups here. And what's happened is she's been disappointed 3 times. 3 times thinks something didn't work out. But she's so focused on what hasn't worked out here is that she can't see that there is another opportunity coming in. And if she can see it, she thinks it's just going to be disappointing again. Not the energy to be in, my darling Leos. What you need to do is, be grateful for the lessons that you've been taught here. Be grateful for the lessons and the love. If something hasn't worked out 3 times, it wasn't meant to, my darling Leos. But don't be so closed off and so focused on what hasn't worked out that you're not open, my darling Leos, to this other opportunity here that could be coming in for you, that may just be the one that you need, that may just be the opportunity that works out, my darling Leos. And then you have the 10 of Swords here. So, the 10 of Swords in the tarot, 10s in the tarot are completions. And this one is something is dead, done, over with, my darling Leos. And it may have felt hard for you. It may have felt that you were stabbed literally in the back. And I'm kind of feeling with that memories of love and the 2 of Cups here that that's the feeling, that you have been betrayed, that you have been stabbed in the back, that something, and I feel it could have been someone that you were close to, that you felt that you had some kind of soul connection to, has hurt you, my darling Leos, and I'm sorry about that. But what I feel it's showing up here to let you know to release that energy, because I feel that's connected with the Four of Cups here, that you're so focused on what someone did to you, the hurt, the upset, the anger, the lost love, that you're going to miss a beautiful new opportunity if you don't have your eyes open, my darling Leos. That's what I'm sort of getting off the Ten of Swords here. But just remember, something is dead, done, over with. In the traditional tarot, this is supposed to be the Hierophant that's actually been stabbed. You can sort of see he's got his undergarments and things on, and he's making this symbol with his hands here, which is a symbol of a blessing. So I feel that this ending, my darling Leos, was a blessing in disguise for you. So, I know it's hard at the time when you're so absorbed in a hurt to know that it may have been happening for your highest good, but that's what I'm feeling, that it has happened for your highest good, my darling Leos. Because then you've got the Two of Cups. Now, this could literally be that there is going to be this. I'm getting a couple of messages here. So the Two of Cups is a soulmate type of energy, but it could also be you and your higher self as well. If you're not looking for love, or it's not somebody else, it could just be, you being more in tune with your higher self after this hurt. But it also could be, my darling Leos, that there could be someone new coming into your life after this hurt, after this betrayal. So I feel that what you're being told here is to be open to that. It's connected to that Four of Cups here. Be open to be able to receive, my darling Leos, this beautiful new person that could be coming in for you. It doesn't have to be love, but I do feel that it's a soul kind of connection, someone that you feel, that you could love, whether it's a friend, co-worker, a new boss, a new neighbor, something like that. I just feel that, there is someone new coming in for you, and it will feel like a beautiful connection, my darling Leos. So I love that for you. But also, what I will say off this card too is, it could be, that you're just communicating with someone. This is the Staff of Hermes, which is Mercury, which is communication. So there could be, some communications with this person as well that, lift you out of whatever has happened here. So yeah, if I'm going to put it all together, I just feel like this memories of love. I feel that this was a betrayal here that's happened to you, and you're in it. You're feeling stuck with this energy. But with the Four of Cups here, I'm saying to you not to be focused on whether this relationship hasn't worked out, whether it was business partnership, friendship, love relationship, whatever kind of relationship it was, fallout with a family member. Don't be focused on it, on why or what, or going over in your mind as to what's happened, things like that. Because if you do, you're going to miss this other person that's coming in. I feel that there's going to be someone else coming in that will make you forget all about this, my darling Leos. So the big message of this is to be open to receive, my darling Leos. That's what I feel is happening for you this week, which is lovely. So if you're enjoying the reading this so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. As I've said, this channel will be shutting down if I'm just not getting the views. I'm not getting the watch time. And look, I enjoy doing it, but it is a lot of work. And if I'm not getting the energy exchange back, then I feel, that's the universe telling me, it's good, but, it's probably time to move on. So anyway, if you could like, share, comment, subscribe, that would help me out. Please watch my videos all the way through. I'd really appreciate it. All right, let's get final messages for you, my darling Leos. Yeah, helpful people. That's why I said someone's coming in for you. So, I do feel that energy, definitely. Yeah, romance. Can't make it up. That's what I said. It could be a love relationship. It could be coming in for you, a soulmate type of connection. But, my darlings, it is up to you, they say. It is definitely up to you to make sure you clear that past energy and move through it. Within the next few months, they say, you got a yes. Yes, you do, my darling Leos. You do definitely have a yes. And I do feel it will clear, but you need to sort of move through this nostalgic type of energy. Don't hang on to the hurt, is what I feel I need to tell you, my darling Leos. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Virgos. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of February the 9th, 2026. So, my darling Virgos, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then finish off with Angel Answer cards. All right, my darling Virgos, what messages does Virgo need to know, please, for this week of February the 9th, 2026. Oh, we got mental conflict. So you could be going through a bit of, obviously, mental conflict this week, my darling Virgos. Is there something on your mind that, you're not quite sure about, where you're, maybe having some sleepless nights, some anxiety, worry, a very Virgo trait that we overthink, we deeply analyze, we try and work things out, in our own heads. That's the analytical mind of a Virgo, that practical, analytical type of mind. So there may be some, mental stuff going on with you this week, my darling Virgos, but let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Virgos. Make sure, I just, it's a bit of, it's giving me 9 of Swords type of energy there, where they've got that anxiety and worry, and, is there something that's playing on our minds that isn't making our minds clear? But anyway, let's see what the tarot has for us, my darling Virgos. And I say us because I am a Virgo. Lovers. 5 of Pentacles. 6 of Cups. Yeah, okay. All right, my darling Virgos. What I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off here with the beautiful Lovers card. Now this is Gemini energy. So if you have Gemini in your chart, I would encourage you to watch the Gemini reading, or this could just be connected to a Gemini that you know, my darling Virgos. So the Lovers, can be about love for sure, or just a connection or something that you love. It could be that the mental conflict that's around you at the moment is in a relationship that, maybe there's some, troubles between you and someone else. And it doesn't have to be a love relationship, as I said, but it's someone that you're close to, is what I feel here, my darling Virgos. It could be, it just could be a friend. It could be a lover, but it could be a friend, a family member, a, colleague, work, boss, neighbor, someone like that, someone that you're close to, is what I feel here. And there's you've come to some kind of crossroads with this person. In the traditional tarot, there's a male and a female, and there is a mountain between them. The mountain between them literally means there is some kind of obstacle that needs to be overcome here. I mean, I feel that you'll get through it. I will, because you've got the 6 of Cups here. So I feel that whatever is happening here, that you can get through it, but I feel that communication will be important for you, my darling Virgos, and being a bit more playful, not being too serious. I am a very serious person, but I can also be playful, and I think that we need to bring a bit of playfulness and, joy and happiness into, light, bring some light into, maybe a difficult situation. I think that would benefit you, my darling Virgos, because then you've got the 5 of Pentacles here. So the 5 of Pentacles is feeling that you're being left out in the cold, my darling Virgos, which is not a nice energy to be in. But fives have very easy solutions in the tarot. These people could easily just go inside that church and find salvation. But this is a card of, it asks you not to call attention to your weaknesses. Don't wallow in, what's not good about you. Don't let that mental conflict play with your mind saying that you're not good enough, don't let that negative self-talk take over, my darling Virgos. I feel that's important to tell you, because what we think about, we bring about. That's the law of attraction. You want to think good thoughts and, positive thoughts, and I can, I am, I have, all those kind of positive thoughts to get yourself out of this Five of Pentacles energy. Because then you've got the beautiful Six of Cups, my darling Virgos. And this is why I said about being more playful, bringing more joy. Because the Six of Cups is a card of innocence and nostalgia. It's a card of, feeling joy and bringing that childlike joy back into your life, my darling Virgos. And I feel that will help you diffuse that mental conflict this week. If you can just be lighter, come from a place of love and joy and playfulness. Go and play with some kids. Being around kids, I feel, brings joy back into your life. I feel it could, literally, you get out of your own head when you play with kids. They just give you a different perspective on things. And I feel to embody that energy of being more playful, not being too serious, my darling Virgos. I know we can be very serious and, allow, especially our own mind can, we can allow it to run away with us. We can assume things that aren't actually true. We can, make mountains out of molehills. And I'm just feeling so strongly off this card that it's telling us to really be more playful. That's all I'm really getting off that. So look, if I'm going to put it all together, I just feel that there's some kind of mental conflict here. I do feel that. And it could be between you and someone else, someone that you love, my darling Virgos. Don't allow yourself to go down negative thinking. Don't call attention to your weaknesses. Don't allow, your own mind to sabotage a relationship here. Don't overthink. Don't get too much into your head, my darling Virgos. Release that. Be positive. Be more childlike. Be more playful is what I feel to tell you here. Be more childlike and just be grateful. Enjoy someone's company. Enjoy enjoy is what I feel I need to tell you here, my darling Virgos, because I think I feel in this reading you're just overthinking too much, and doing that I feel could sabotage a relationship, and I would hate to see that. So yeah, get out of your own head, my darling Virgos. That's what I feel this week. So if you are enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. And as I said, I'm feeling I'm going to shut this channel down. If I don't, I'll probably just reduce the readings to monthly readings or something like that. I'm just not getting the watch time. So I'd love it if you could please like, share, comment, subscribe, watch my videos all the way through, share them with anybody that you feel would, benefit from the message for sure, and help me out. All right, let's get final messages for you, my darling Virgos. Improving health. Yeah, I just feel that this could be improving mental health. So, take that how it resonates, but look after your health, my darling Virgos. Yeah, compromise. In this relationship, you may need to compromise. Sometimes we can't have it all our own way. So I feel that could be an important part of healing this. Yeah, and let go. Let go and let it flow, my darling Virgos. Don't overanalyze. Don't overthink. Just allow things to take their natural course, my darling Virgos. In the near future, they say, there's something better. Yeah, I feel that. I feel there's something better because this relationship will move to a different stage. And that's not a bad thing. I'm saying move to a different, a better, maybe even closer type of stage, my darling Virgos. So yeah, just don't get into your own head, my darlings. And yeah, I feel that if you can just be a bit more playful too with this card and release this mental conflict, the week should turn out well. So thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Librans. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of February the 9th, 2026. So, my darling Librans, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using Psychic Tarot by John Holland. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then finish off with Angel Answer cards. All right, my darling Librans, what messages does Libra need to know for this week of February the 9th, 2026? What does Libra need to know, please, for this week? A very slippery cards. Crown chakra. Yeah, this is your which I'll show you. This is your head here. That is your crown chakra, my darling Librans. So the crown chakra, you know, brings in energy from, you know, your higher self, you know, your the universe, things like that. So we always want to keep our crown chakra open to be able to receive, because that's where we receive all the messages and the goodness from, my darling Librans. So yeah, this week could be encouraging you to really keep that crown chakra open. And there's plenty of meditations and things like that on YouTube that can help you open that crown chakra if you feel that it's blocked. So let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Librans. What does Libra need to know, please, for this week of February the 9th, 2026? Ace of Pentacles, love it. The Devil. Nine of Swords, yeah, okay. All right, my darling Librans, what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off here with the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles is potential. It is something, a gift coming in from the universe, but that's all it is, my darling Librans, is potential. You know, as you can see, we've got a garden on this card, and gardens need to be tended, watered, nurtured, pruned, looked after. They need to be, you know, yeah, looked after. So this potential that's coming in for you is just that, like I said, potential. So what you need to do is, whatever this is for you, whether it's a goal, wish, or dream, you need to bring this, you need to tend it, water it, you know, whatever this opportunity that is coming in for you, it needs to be nurtured into existence, my darling Librans. So like I said, it needs to be, it cannot just, it's not just going to come to you and it's, you know, everything's going to be magic. No, this will stay as potential unless you can bring it in and tend it, nurture it, you know, do the work that needs to be done in order to bring it into the physical realm, my darling Librans. But I love to see that, you know, it's good after this kind of energy. So then you've got the Devil. So this is Capricorn energy. So if you do have Capricorn in your chart, I would encourage you to go and watch the Capricorn reading. But the Devil is, you know, it can be all about ego. It can be that, you know, that there is someone in your world that, you know, is very egotistical, controlling, that, you know, is toxic to you. I mean, you can see there's these people here, they've got very loose chains around their neck, and he's not holding on to them at all. They could easily slip those chains off their neck, over their necks, and set themselves free. So, you know, the meaning on the story of the Devil is to set yourself free, release yourself from this toxic energy, you know, or, you know, maybe it's something some kind of addiction that you may have. And look, no judgment at all. There's different kinds of addiction. It could be addiction to a person, love, a shopping, online shopping, gambling, alcohol, drugs, anything like that. Tarot. No. Things like that. It's something that is toxic in our environment. And with what else I can see on the table here with the Nine of Swords, I feel that there is something around you that is making you feel that you're being controlled, or that it's oppressive for you, my darling Librans. And I'm encouraging you, my darlings, to slip those chains, those loose chains from around your neck, and set yourself free, my darling Librans. Because here, like I said, you've got the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords is anxiety, worry, it's sleepless nights. I mean, you can just tell by the imagery here of what it looks like. It is being, having, too many negative thoughts, too much, worry and oppression on your beautiful shoulders, my darling Librans. Like I said, you're being encouraged to release this energy, to set yourself free from this toxic energy, because this is what's blocking you from receiving that Ace of Pentacles, I feel, my darling Librans. So whatever you do here, you need to set yourself free. There is no good worrying. There is no good, worrying about things we cannot control. I feel to tell you to only, and I don't even want you to worry about the things that you can control. I'm saying to look after the things that you can control. Look after the things, work on the things that you can control. Whatever's going to happen, will happen, my darling Librans. What my nana used to tell me is what is meant for you will not pass you by, my darling Librans. So keep that in mind. So if I'm going to put it all together, look, I just feel that it would benefit you this week to open your crown chakra. So like I said, there's plenty of meditations and that on YouTube on how to do that. So just look up, opening your crown chakra, because I feel this energy here is blocking this. Open yourself up to receive, my darling Librans, because I feel at the moment you may be a little bit blocked. And I feel it's because of this, devil energy. And I feel this is a person. It could be a place and a thing, but I feel, no, this is a person in your world that is, causing you anxiety and worry and sleepless nights. Release this, my darling Librans. Slip those chains off your neck and release this energy, because this is what's waiting for you. This beautiful Ace of Pentacles here, this beautiful opportunity, this gift from the universe is here for you, but you're not going to be able to see it if you don't release this energy. But like I said, this is only going to stay potential unless you tend it, water it, bring it into the physical realm, look after it, work on it, my darling Librans. So yeah, that's what I feel is coming in for you this week, my darlings. So yeah, you got a bit of work to do, but like I said, one step at a time, my darling Librans. So if you are enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. As I've been saying, I will be shutting this channel down. Well, not shutting it down. I've decided I'm just going to go to, as of March, I'm just going to go to monthly readings, because I'm not getting the exchange of energy here. So if you're wanting me to do more, then please watch my videos all the way through. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Really help me out. Thank you. All right, let's get final messages for you. Yeah, this is what's waiting. Abundance, my darling Librans. This is what's waiting for you if you can just release that energy. Yeah, remain positive. If you're negative with that Nine of Swords, you're going to block, like I said, that energy. Remain positive. Open up your crown chakra. Can't make this up. Here's your golden opportunity. This is your Ace of Pentacles waiting for you, my darling Librans. The cards are all saying the same thing, which I love. Within the next few months, they say, you've got a big yes with an exclamation point. So, my darling Librans, this Nine of Swords, this devil energy, it is not a prison sentence. It is not a life sentence. You can get through this. The cards are saying that you will get through this, my darling Librans. It's all very clear. You just need to keep that beautiful crown chakra of yours open, my darling Librans. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Sagittarians. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of February the 9th, 2026. So, my darling Sagittarians, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then finish off with angel answer cards. These bloody cards are so slippery. All right, my darling Sagittarians, what messages does Sagittarius need to know, please, for this week of February the 9th, 2025? What the 2026, I mean. Oh, I've lost a year. What does Sagittarius need to know? Firm foundation. Yeah, I love it. This is kind of like the Four of Wands, I feel, in the tarot. That, 1111, firm foundation, 4 pillars of stability type of energy. That, being grounded, my darling Sagittarians, and maybe even just feeling that your feet are firmly planted on the ground this week, my darling Sagittarians. Or it may be that you may be building some kind of firm foundation. But let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Sagittarians. What messages does Sagittarius need to know, please, for this week of the 9th of February 2026? Six of Wands, love it. Ace of Cups, wow. And the Emperor, yeah, beautiful. Beautiful energies. Well, there's your firm foundation there. There's your wanting to, control. Definitely wanting to take control there, my darling Sagittarians. Well, that's actually Aries energy as well. So your fellow fire sign. So yeah, I'm loving to see this. All right. What I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off with the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a card of being celebrated, my darling Sagittarians. It's a card of, victory and success. It's a card of, coming home victorious, where people are admiring you and loving you sick, my darling Sagittarius. You can see she's got the victory wreath here, and she's also got one under her crown here. And these people, look at them, they're celebrating her. They're joyous. She's come home, come back from war, and she's come back victorious, and she's being celebrated for everything that she has done, my darling Sagittarian. So I feel that's you this week. I feel that you're really being admired, that whatever you do this week, you will feel accomplished, and others will notice, and they will celebrate you. Your achievements will be celebrated, is what I feel to tell you here, my darling Sagittarius. And then you have the beautiful Ace of Cups. Like, this is, your cup of joy, my darling Sagittarians. Your cup of running over, my darling Sagittarians. So I love to see this for you. This is, a gift of love coming in from the universe, a gift of joy, happiness, everything you want and desire type of energy. It's a never empty cup. You can just put that, dippity back into the water, and it overflows. It's that overflow of joy, happiness, love, success, prosperity, everything like that, my darling Sagittarius. It is just that feeling that your cup is running over. So, that's a beautiful energy to be in. But, what I feel here for you is that, you just need to allow that to come in. With the firm foundation card, I just feel that you being grounded and, feeling as though you have control, feeling as though you are in control of, your foundation, your life, things around you, my darling Sagittarians, will bring this beautiful cup of joy into your life. And whether this is coming from someone else or something else, it'll be different for everyone, but look out for it. It's beautiful energy, my darling Sagittarians. Then you have the Emperor here. So as I said, this is Aries energy. And, you know, like I said, your fellow fire sign. It's a card of, you know, taking control. And I feel that's what you'll be doing this week, my darling Sagittarians, is really taking control of where it is you want to go. Whatever goal, wish, or dream it is that you're wanting to charge ahead for this year, you're going to embody this energy of the Emperor. Take charge, take control, you know, build the firm foundation that you want to build, you know, but make sure that you're open to receive as well. You know, you can see here, he just sits on his throne. He's got the world in his hands. That's his world. It's what he has built. And he is sitting there ready. He's in control. He is, you know, calling the shots. That's the word that popped into my head, my darling Sagittarians. And I do feel that it would be great for you to, you know, not let life control you, but you control your life. Control the direction where you want your life to go, my darling Sagittarians. That's what I feel is happening here. So if I'm going to put it all together, I just feel that, you know, things have been, maybe you felt that they maybe have been a bit out of control lately, where you've just been sort of coasting along, letting life do what it does. But I feel this week that this will be sort of a bit of a turning point this week, where you're just going to feel that you want that firm foundation, that you want to start, you know, building your world the way you want it. Take control of the direction you want your life to go, my darling Sagittarians. And once you do, I just feel that you will feel joy, and others will admire you taking control of your life, and you will be celebrated, my darling Sagittarians. And like I said, all this, it will just make your cup overflow, and you will feel joy and happiness, my darling Sagittarians. So I love to see that for you. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. You know, I'd love it if you could please like, share, comment, subscribe. As I said, I will be shutting this channel down, or at least, you know, reducing my readings, maybe just to once a month, something like that. So if you could help me out with the watch time, watch my videos all the way through, you know, and, you know, share it along so I get more views, that would be great. All right, let's get final messages for you, my darling Sagittarians. It's up to you, they say. Yes, you need to take control. That's what is happening here. The situation will improve, and I feel that, but I do feel it is going to need to be up to you to control that. Yeah, if you're at a loss, ask your angels, my darling Sagittarians. That's what they're there for. A year from now, they say, you've got a yes, and it's the yes with the exclamation point. Now, don't freak out when you see this, that it says a year from now. I just feel, because this is like a turning point for you, that you're going to look back, you know, a year from now and just go, wow, I'm so glad that, take note of this week, the 9th, that this will be the turning point for you, because I want you to look back a year from now and let me know what happens. I feel that this will be the turning point for you, and you won't look back, my darling Sagittarians. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Scorpios. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of February the 9th, 2026. So, my darling Scorpios, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then finish off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Scorpios, what messages does Scorpio need to know, please, for this week of February the 9th, 2026? What does Scorpio need to know, please, for the week of February the 9th, 2026? throat chakra. Yeah. Could be a good time for you, my darling Scorpios, to speak your truth. To, are you feeling blocked here? Maybe you've got a sore throat. Are you feeling that, that things might not be clear, that you may not be speaking clearly, or that, whatever you're trying to communicate isn't coming across the right way. I feel that there is just something to do with your throat here. So, but what I get off this card too is to make sure this week you speak your truth. I feel that will be important for you. And there's plenty of meditations on YouTube too about clearing your throat chakra. So maybe look those up if you feel that, you're having difficulty speaking your truth out loud. All right, let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Scorpios. What messages does Scorpio need to know? Ten of Pentacles. Magician, love it. And the Hierophant, yeah, wow. Great. All right, my darling Scorpio. So what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off here with the beautiful Ten of Pentacles. This is, building and leaving a legacy, my darling Scorpios. Tens in the tarot are completions. This is kind of what we're all working towards, like building and leaving some kind of legacy, building wealth, building something to leave behind, my darling Scorpios. You can see here, I like to look at this as, he's the father and these are his daughters. And this is the garden that's actually on the Ace of Pentacles. It's that what he has grown from that potential of the Ace of Pentacles is now a full-blown, beautiful garden that is nurturing and sustaining his family and himself. So, and that is what he is leaving behind to his daughters. And it's like that, having something to leave behind, my darling Scorpios. And I feel that that's on your mind this week. It's what you're working towards. And I feel it's coming for you. Like you're working towards it. It's, you have the potential to be able to bring this into existence this week, my darling Scorpio. So I love that for you. Yeah. And then you've got the Magician, which I love. So I feel this week for you, and because we're talking about the throat chakra here, so I feel that your words are spells this week, my darling Scorpios. So just be aware of the words that you speak as well. You can see here this infinity symbol. This is the symbol of infinite possibilities, my darling Scorpios. So yeah, I feel for you that you've really got the gift of the gab this week, that whatever you speak out is powerful. So like I said, choose your words carefully, but I do feel that your words could be spells this week. The Magician is the master manifester. He has master over all the suits of the tarot here. And, he is just in touch with the heavens and the earth, which is amazing because you've got the Hierophant here as well, who is also in touch with the heavens and the earth. So you've got a real spiritual week, I feel, coming in for you this week, my darling Scorpios. So don't waste that energy, but you are being encouraged, I feel, to, put out into the universe what it is that you want. What goals, wishes, or dreams do you want to bring in to the physical realm? What is it that you want to leave behind? What legacy, my darling Scorpios, do you want to leave behind? Because it's coming this week. It could come. The start of everything could, the wheels could be set in motion this week, my darling Scorpios, because you are powerful this week, I feel. Because like I said, then you've got the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is, it can be government institutions and things like that. It is not Scorpio, it is Taurus energy. So if you do have any Taurus in your chart, I would encourage you to go and watch the Taurus reading because there could be a message there for you as well. But the Hierophant is all about, like I said, he is in touch with the heavens and the earth. On the traditional tarot, there is an archbishop here. And then there's two people, then they're getting they're being blessed. And, he, like I said, he's as above, so below, that kind of energy, because he is a bishop. He is, in touch with the universe, or the heavens and the earth type of thing. So, I feel that energy is surrounding you. That's all I'm really getting off the Hierophant is, there is a blessing coming, and, because in the Hierophant, he's holding up when he's blessing those two people there, he's holding up his hand like this, which is the symbol of a blessing. So I feel that this is a really blessed kind of week coming in for you, my darling Scorpios, and that you're really in touch with the heavens and the earth. And just choose your words. I feel to say to choose your words carefully, my darlings, because, your words are spells this week, and you could bring in anything you want this week, my darling Scorpio. So, if I'm going to put it all together, and I probably already just did, but I feel your throat chakra is very open at this time. So speak your truth. Speak the words that you want. Speak only kind words. Speak only what you want to bring into existence, not what you don't. Speak only positively, I feel, to tell you this week, my darling Scorpios, because your words are spells. And I feel that whatever you put into motion, whatever you put out into the universe this week, has the potential to start building that legacy. Whatever it is that you want to leave behind, my darling Scorpios, it's a coming for you, which I love. So beautiful energy coming in for you. So if you are enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. Like I said, I am going to start, I was going to shut this channel down, but I think what I'm going to do is, or I know what I'm going to do is only start doing monthly readings, because it's just the time and energy I'm putting into these and not getting anything back is, a lot. And I don't want to shut it down altogether, so I am going to just pull back a little. But look, if you don't want me to, put it in the comments, like, share, comment, subscribe, watch my videos all the way through. That really helps me out. Thank you. Yeah, let go, my darling Scorpios. Let go to receive. Let it go and let it flow. Yep, communicate clearly. That's going to be important for you this week, is to communicate clearly. That's your throat chakra. Yeah, peaceful resolution. Yeah, I feel that. That's just part of this energy. Whatever is coming into fruition this week, my darling Scorpios, there will be a peaceful resolution. Within the next few weeks, they say, choose a new direction. And that could be just, what you're going to manifest. You're manifesting a whole new direction, my darling Scorpios. So, love to see this energy. This is beautiful, progressive energy. But like I said, just watch your words here, because they are spells. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Capricorns. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of February the 9th, 2026. So, my darling Capricorns, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then finish off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Capricorns, what messages does Capricorn need to know, please, for this week of the 9th of February 2026? What does Capricorn need to know, please? Base chakra, might be a good time to ground yourself, my darling Capricorns. I feel that probably is all for all earth signs this week. I just did the Virgo reading, and that was there was a lot of kind of mental conflict and that going on. So I feel this week we just need to ground ourselves, us earth signs, a little bit this week, and come from maybe take your shoes and socks off and things and walk in the earth. Ground your feet to the earth. Go and walk on the beach. Really feel connected to the earth here this week, my darling Capricorns. So that's just sort of what I feel here, is just the word that popped into my head when I pulled that was ground yourself. So let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Capricorns. What does Capricorn need to know, please, for this week of 9th of February 2026. The Fool. Ace of Pentacles, yeah, love it. And Five of Wands, yeah. Loving, loving, loving this, my darling Capricorns. So what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off here with a beautiful Fool card. The Fool is the start of the major arcana. You can see it's a 0 here. And it's all about taking a leap of faith, my darling Capricorns. It's about a beautiful new beginning, like starting new, starting over, putting behind you, my darling Capricorns, maybe what hasn't worked out, and, you know, just taking an opportunity to start again, or taking an opportunity to just go in a different direction, my darling Capricorns. So I love this for you, you know, and the little dog here represents loyalty. And so there could be, you know, people around you that support you in whatever this, you know, leap of faith is for you, whatever this new beginning is, whatever decision that you have made, my darling Capricorns, to start again or do something again, or not do something again, but do something new, is, you know, that decision will be supported, is what I feel, by whether this is just one person, or, you know, whether this is one person that's coming with you, or whether this is just the support of people around you saying, yeah, go for it, Capricorn. You can do it, baby. You got it. You know, that's what I think. Anyway. And then you got the beautiful Ace of Pentacles. So I love the Ace of Pentacles. This is, I feel, the new beginning, or the opportunity for the new beginning. And I say the opportunity because all the Ace of Pentacles is potential. You know, it isn't anything unless you do something with it, my darling Capricorns, but it is the opportunity. It is like, you know, here it is. It's sitting out in the potential, but you've got to bring it down to earth. You've got to tend it. The garden here is significant here. It's like you've got to tend a garden, my darling Capricorns. With a garden, you've got to nurture it, water it, feed it, you know, look after it, tend it. And that's what you need to do with the Ace of Pentacles, my darling Capricorns, because it's nothing but potential until you bring it into the physical realm, until you make something of it, my darling Capricorns. That's what I feel. So you look out for this opportunity, because I feel that, you know, that will be the result of you taking that leap of faith, my darling Capricorns, is this will open up for you. And then you've got the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands is conflict and competition, so, which isn't a bad thing. I don't think that, you know, it's going to be a bad thing for you to have competition around you. I don't feel it's conflict. I feel it's more that, you know, you may start to stand out as the competition, my darling Capricorns, if that makes sense. I love this for you. It could be that this, you know, what's happening here is that this will make you stand out. You taking the leap of faith towards this new opportunity that's coming in for you could make the competition stand up and notice, my darling Capricorns. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. I don't feel that you're competing against anyone. I feel that you could become the competition here, which, amazing. You know, this, and I don't feel it's I don't feel it's conflict either. I'm not getting conflict off this. I'm only getting good things here. I mean, I do think, like I said, it will be important for you to ground yourself. So don't maybe get too big a head here, my darling Capricorns. So definitely ground yourself. But I do feel that, you know, taking this leap of faith and, you know, bringing this opportunity down to earth will make you be the competition, my darling Capricorn. So I love this. So if I'm going to put it all together, I probably already have, but yeah, I feel there is some opportunity coming in for you, but that's all it is an opportunity. All it is potential until you can bring it down to earth, until you can tend this garden, water it, nurture it, bring it into the physical realm, my darling Capricorns. And I feel that you'll do that by you'll be taking this leap of faith towards this opportunity, is what I feel, my darling Capricorns. And I feel that people around you will support you in this decision as well. And you, my darling Capricorns, are going to stand out as this competition. Yeah, amazing. I mean, it's pretty straightforward reading. I don't feel I need to, say too much more about that. I mean, I'm also, like I said, I'm getting also that, you need to ground yourself this week. So, don't leave your ideas too much in the airy-fairy is what I feel. Not that you would do that. Capricorns are very grounded anyway. So if you are enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. As I said, I am feeling that this channel will be shut down. I mean, I might even just pull it back and only do monthly readings. So, let me know in the comments if you feel that, you don't want me to do that, or if you'd be okay with me just doing monthly readings and things like that. I mean, I'm just not getting the views. I'm not getting the watch time, which is what I need. So, and I do put a lot of effort into doing these. So I would appreciate, you could let me know. Just, drop it in the comments. All right, let's get final messages for you, my darling Capricorns. Yeah, get more information. And I feel that anyway, just by grounding yourself, get more information before you take the leap. Get some more information. No need to worry, they say. You got this, my darling Capricorns. You need to ask your angels for advice, help to ground yourself a little bit more. Then do that, because it's showing up here in the cards, my darling Capricorns. You're ready, they say. Yes, you are. And that's what I feel. You are so ready to take this leap of faith, to embrace this new opportunity coming in for you, my darling Capricorns. Yeah. And you got a yes. It's coming for you, my darling Capricorn. So I love to see all this energy coming in for you. If there was one word I would say in this reading, it is ground yourself, because I feel that don't get too swept away in in loving yourself sick or in an opportunity. Just make sure that it's the right thing for you, and enjoy the people around you as well. It will ask the people around you if you need guidance, my darling Capricorns. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Aquarians. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of February the 9th, 2026. If it is your birthday this week, my darling Aquarians, a big happy birthday from me to you. So let us jump right into your reading. We're going to start off with an overarching energy using the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then finish off with angel answer cards. Oops, flew all the way over. These are very slippery cards, these ones. All right, my darling Aquarians, what messages does Aquarius need to know, please, for this week of February the 9th, 2026? What does Libra need to know, please, for this week, February the 9th? Ooh, trapped in fear, my darling Aquarians. Well, that's not good. All right. Very nice energy, is it? Trapped in fear. I mean, this is tarot and, astrology and everything. It's not a prison sentence. It is not a this is what's going to happen type of energy. This is just telling you what the energy is around you and sort of giving you a heads up, basically, so you can avoid this kind of energy. But so I'd be encouraging you, my darling Aquarians, to not feel as though you're trapped in fear. What I like to say about fear is false evidence appearing real. Fear only has power if we give it power and we believe in it, which I don't. It's that saying, feel the fear and do it anyway, my darling Aquarians. So don't think that you have no way out, because I don't feel that at all. So let's consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Aquarians. What messages does Aquarius need to know, please? for this week of the 9th of February 2026. All right, my darling Aquarians, messages for you. A Hierophant. Oh, 2 cards. All right, we'll take both those. And the King of Wands. All right. So what I'm going to do is give you, we've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords here. So what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off here with the Hierophant, or the Hierophant, however you like to say it. So the Hierophant is a card of higher learning or government institutions. You know, it can also be a marriage card as well. And it is Taurus energy as well. So if you have Taurus in your chart at all, I would encourage you to go and watch the Taurus reading, because there could be a message there for you. But this card can also be a card of a blessing. You know, in the traditional tarot, there's an archbishop here, and there's 2 people who he's blessing here. He's holding up his hand like that, making the symbol of a blessing. So I feel this is more of something like a blessing in disguise type of energy for you, my darling Aquarians. So, you know, just with what else is on the table here, I do feel that this could be that that's something that's happening to you, you know, whether it's that trapped in fear, you know, whether something happened to cause, you know, you to feel that you're trapped in fear. I feel that this could be a blessing in disguise for you. Whatever situation happened, whatever you felt at the time was like, oh my God, where you felt like your world was, you know, crumbling in, or, you know, that it was something happened. I feel that you'll realize that it's a blessing in disguise, my darling Aquarians. And then we've got 2 cards here. So we've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords wanted to come out together, my darling Aquarians. So, you know, the Nine of Swords is a card of anxiety and worry and, you know, sleepless nights and things like that. And it goes with that trapped in fear. I feel that this is sort of the energy that's swirling around you at the moment. But you can get out of that, because what you're actually doing is blocking this Ace of Pentacles coming in for you. This is potential. You've got a potential opportunity coming in for you, my darling Aquarians. But what you're actually doing by being, you know, trapped in that fear mode is blocking this energy. You can see the garden on the Ace of Pentacles. It's a garden needs to be tended, watered, nurtured, you know, looked after in order for it to grow. Same with this potential here. It needs to be tended, you know, watered, nurtured, brought into the physical realm. It needs to be worked on, my darling Aquarians. And I feel that's the message here for you, is to, in order for you to be able to receive this potential opportunity that's coming in for you, you need to release this anxiety, worry, this trapped feeling as though you're trapped in fear, my darling Aquarians. And what it's doing is it's keeping you stuck, and you need to keep moving forward, is the message I feel that I need to tell you off with these 2 cards, my darling Aquarians, because you've got the King of Wands here. This is the energy you need to embody. You need to be bold and assertive and take action, my darling Aquarians. Don't sit on your hands. Don't let that anxiety and worry rule you, my darling Aquarians. You need to take action here. You can see he's taking his horse by the reins and he's getting moving. He holds the Ace of Wands in his hands and he is off. He knows where he's going. He is confident. He, you know, just moves forward with confidence. Doesn't care what anybody else thinks. He knows that whatever he puts his time and energy into, it will be successful, my darling Aquarians. I feel you need to embody this energy. You know, do whatever you need to do to build yourself up, to, you know, take the small wins. You know, realize that those small wins are what builds momentum, my darling Aquarians. Do not discount any small wins. I think we can forget when we have a small win, that, you know, to celebrate that small win. And I feel, my darling Aquarians, that it's necessary for you to celebrate those small wins along the way, because all those small wins add up to something big. And I feel that for you, my darling Aquarians. So if I'm going to put it all together, I just feel, yes, you may feel that you've got anxiety and worry, and you may feel that you're, you know, trapped in some kind of cycle of, you know, sleepless nights, anxiety, worry. Release that, my darling Aquarians. It is not serving you, because what you're doing is blocking this energy. Allow this energy to come in, and then take action on it. Nurture it. Bring it into the physical realm, my darling Aquarians, because you need to, in order to be able to move forward. And I do feel that whatever this situation is here will be is a blessing in disguise. You'll realize, you'll look back on it and go, oh, what a blessing this was. But I feel to tell you, you need to take action and get moving on this. Release this energy, my darling Aquarians. It is not serving you, my darlings. So get out of that and take bold, assertive action. So if you are enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. As I've been saying, I am going to, you know, change the way I do this channel. It's just not giving me anything back that much. So I am going to start, as of next month, just doing monthly readings for the month. If you don't want that, if you want more weekly readings, well, you need to help me out by watching my videos all the way through. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff, you know, and help me get my watch time up. So that's what I need. All right. And I'd appreciate it. So thank you. Let's get final messages for you, my darling Aquarians. Yeah, recovery. Take the time to recover from that anxiety and worry, but do not take too long, because you're being encouraged to take bold, assertive action here. Yeah, can't make this up. Success. It's coming for you. That's the Ace of Pentacles. But like I said, it needs to be nurtured into existence. Yeah, can't make this up. The situation will improve, my darling Aquarians. It's in the cards. It's telling you, don't worry, get moving. A year from now, they say, you'll get a yes. Yeah, don't freak out that a year from now you're going to be, oh, it's going to take a whole year. No. What I feel for you is that you're going to look back on this situation in a year from now and go, I'm so glad I took that action. Yes, it was, I feel that a year from now you're going to realize that it was a blessing in disguise, my darling Aquarians, which is beautiful for you when you can recognize that energy. So yeah, I just feel you're going to get out of this and move forward. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Pisces. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of February the 9th, 2026. So, my darling Pisces, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then finish off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Pisces, what messages does Pisces need to know, please, for this week of February the 9th? What does Pisces need to know? Financial and material changes. Yeah, love it. Love this. Now look, this could be good or bad changes. It will be up to you, I feel, my darling Pisces, which way this will go for you. And, you know, we cannot be afraid of change. Change happens all the time, and usually change happens for the better, even though sometimes at the time we can't see that it's happening for the better. I feel positive from this, my darling Pisces. So anyway, let us consult, oops-a-daisy. Let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Pisces. What messages does Pisces need to know, please, for this week of February the 9th? Three of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, and Star. Love it. Well, love this for you. I can already tell you what this reading is all about, pretty much. Anyway, So what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off here with the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles is all about teamwork. So teamwork makes the dream work type of energy. But it's also a card of putting your work on display and being recognized for that work, being put on some kind of pedestal, my darling Pisces. And with that financial and material changes, I do feel this is coming in, they're happening for the better because of this Three of Pentacles here. And what I feel of this is you're going to be recognized for the work that you've done. You're going to be recognized for the quality work that you have done here. I mean, in the traditional tarot, there's an apprentice, and he's building this archway, this window, and there are two other people on this side, and they're sort of critiquing him, but they're admiring his work. They're looking at his work and like thinking, "Wow, great job." So I feel this week for you, my darling Pisces, that you will be recognized for the quality work that you're doing, and it could cause some financial changes, as in, you may be getting a raise or a promotion or something like that. That's kind of what I feel is, happening here off the Three of Pentacles. And also what I feel as well is that, if people want to help you, let them, my darling Pisces, because I feel that could be important to you as well. It doesn't take it away from your work either, but let them help if people want to help you. And then you've got the Nine of Swords here. So this is the only fly in the ointment of this reading, my darling Pisces. But I feel this is just you in your head. Get out of your own head, my darling Pisces. You're so, you feel, I feel the word to tell you is, to have more confidence in yourself, because I feel that this anxiety and worry is needless. Anxiety and worry, my darling Pisces. And look, all worry and anxiety is needless because it doesn't serve you. Going around and round in circles and having sleepless nights and worrying over things you can't control is just going to drive you insane, my darling Pisces. Only focus on what you can control is what I feel to tell you off this Nine of Swords. And what you can control is how you work, your work ethic, what you put in to things. That is all the stuff that you can control. So do not allow your mind to run away with you, my darling. Something's happened here to my camera. Sorry. Don't know what's happened. It's just had a moment. There we go. Sorry about that. Just had a moment. We're back. So yes, sorry about that. So yeah, what I feel to tell you off this Nine of Swords is to just release it. It's not serving you, and all it will do is block. This needless worry will block you. So then you've got the beautiful Star card. Now the Star is Aquarius energy. This is hope, faith, renewal, my darling Pisces. This energy is, telling you that you are going to be a star. I feel that that's what this is that with the Three of Pentacles there, putting your work on display, I feel this is really going to make you stand out. Your work is going to stand out. It's going to be recognized, my darling Pisces. And I feel that it's important for you, whatever the work is that you are putting on display, is make sure it's, the work, what you've been working for. Is it what you've been working for? You've been working towards your North Star. Is that what this work is? Because I feel that would give it even more power, my darling Pisces, if it's something that you've been working towards for a long time. So, but what I'm getting off the Star here is this going to make you stand out like a star, which is amazing. So if you have anything that you're putting out there, it could be on social media, it could be, that you do, seminars and speeches and things like that. I feel that that kind of work will really showcase what you can do. So put yourself out there, my darling Pisces. That's what I feel and I need to tell you is to, if I can say anything in this whole reading, it's put yourself out there, my darling Pisces. Put your work on display because you are going to be recognized, is what I feel. So yeah, I'm going to put it all together. I just feel this financial and material changes are going to come in for the better. This is all going to happen for the better for you, my darling Pisces. So release this anxiety and worry. Release the feeling of not being good enough. Release the worry of, if I put my work on display, will people accept it? Yes, they will. You know, if you have faith and confidence and put yourself behind what you're doing, you know, and believe in it, nobody can fault that. And look, you know, you those people that, you know, support you will support you, my darling Pisces. Don't worry about the ones that don't. That's not for them. You just worry about you. I feel that you're going to put your work on display, and it's going to make you stand out like a star, my darling Pisces, and you will be financially and materially recognized for that. I feel that you will be rewarded. And if there are people that want to support you and help you, which I feel that there will be off this Three of Pentacles, allow them to do that. My darling Pisces, you do not have to go it alone. Just remember that too. So if you are enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. You know, I am going to start, as of March, changing the way I do this channel because I'm just not getting the watch time that I need. So I'm just going to pull back a bit. I need the energy exchange. I need to have, you know, that give and take. And I put a lot out, but I don't get a lot back. So I'm going to start only doing monthly readings as of March. If you don't want that to happen, put it in the comments. But, you know, I've put it out there a lot and nobody sort of said, no, don't do that. We want you weekly. So I really need my watch time up. So if you could please, you know, like, share, comment, watch my videos all the way through, I'd really appreciate it. All right, let's get final messages for you, my darling Pisces. Yeah. Meditation brings answers. So if your mind is taking off and it's going around and round with that Nine of Swords, meditation, clear your mind, my darlings. Can't make this up. Here it comes. Success. This is what I feel. This is star energy is what I feel in this whole reading for you, my darling Pisces. Yeah, look for a sign. Look for the signs, the synchronicities, the symbols, the star. You know, follow your North Star. Look up at the stars, you know, see if you see any stars, you know, when you're coming into this week along your path. Look for those, take notice of those, and know that that's your sign. A year from now, they say, there's something better. Yeah. Don't freak out with a year from now. Doesn't mean this is going to take a year, but what I feel for you is that a year from now, you're going to look back on this and go, wow, I'm so glad that I put my work on display. I didn't listen to the naysayers. I followed my heart. I put it out there because you shone, I feel. You're going to look back and see how you shone like the beautiful star that you are, my darling Pisces. This is just beautiful energy coming in for you. I'm loving it. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon.